Crafting a future, one block at a time. Building a base where we can all
How's it going, Greg? Uptown Chicken,
from a barren wasteland. We'll create
Unica, and Andrew. Gustav, how's it going? Dylan? Glasses on, I couldn't see anything. I also didn't realize what time it was. I happened to look at the clock. I'm like, oh god, I have like 1 minute. Why is that so loud? Calm down now. Alright. How's it going, William? Wait for 38 hours. That's a little bit. How's it going, Ultimate Thor? Dre? How's it going, Pony? Rob? The jukebox played as they danced on the floor. But their steps were cold. How's it going, Rich? Wanted something more. What is today? Oh, no! I gotta go through all my music. It resets today. It resets tomorrow. Gotta make some more stuff today. Alright. Alright. So, we're working more on this today. God. Oop. And for Minecraft to upgrade on Switch. How's it going, Jerome? Wee. Alright. Alright. So we were working on this last time. Open up this thing. There's that down there. I can get that out of there pretty easily. Alright. God, I feel like I'm so fast. Okay. Okay. What do we need? We need iron, we need oil, aluminum, plastic, cloth, gas tanks, sofas, and then that golden compass, which I'm pretty sure is somewhere random. Tech store simulator coming soon? No, I have not. Go Fortnite or Minecraft? What? Alright, well, I'm just gonna grab what I can here real quick. Give you a month on Saturday, Sundays to take this apart. Oh yeah, This one is insane. My big thing is I'm wondering how it's gonna be when we actually go to break down big chunks. Alright, so we gotta take all this stuff down. Oh god, I didn't do nearly as much as I thought I did on this yesterday. Alright, this is fine. There's another patch this morning, too. I don't know what that did. My guess is probably something for the subs. Alright, just kind of go around like so. We can take the entire top floor down to this point, if I remember right. I should probably double check, but I'm pretty sure it's fine. Drop some good videos now, seem like they're gone. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, you're welcome to think that, I guess. Right now, there's not really a whole lot of games out. It has been a game dead zone for about 2 weeks. Ooh, I don't think it's gonna bring the whole thing down. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I still have here and here to remove. Whee! Alright. Through here. That seems like a pretty good deal. Message on. Did I not post on Discord again? There we go. Now it's posted on Discord. Yeah, I would love like an explosive that is more than just the, you know, one like the like more than a contained explosive. It'd be fun. Crust is interesting. I thought Crust was really fun. I really liked it. Though I had a feeling it probably wouldn't be doing well, mostly because it's very very talky. Very talky. When they just kept going, I'm like, oh god. I can almost guarantee this is not gonna do super great because they just keep talking. Like, I like a good story, but man, when they never shut up, it's kind of like, God, man, why? Why? Right, there we go. That's on Xbox, on Amazon Fire Stick now, is it? You see, for me, I just saw no point for an Xbox because everything on Xbox comes to PC, so there's not really a point. No, I did not do well enough for a second video, unfortunately. It is currently sitting at 10 out of 10 by quite a lot. Like, it is, I don't think it's even gonna get 1,000 views in the first day, even close to it. It's just, I don't know, whatever happened to YouTube and just not recommending videos. I know the dead game zone time right now that's happening is, it has a big play on it. Oh, that's not gonna break this side. That always has a big play on stuff. Okay, that wasn't too bad. It's one of the reasons I didn't want to go too far down anyways. I want to destroy too much at one time because I know this game. Sit at like 1 frame for like 5 minutes. That's true. That's true. Not using your PC on your big screen, big TV. That's where you guys are right now. I mean, it's not a bit. I have a hard time saying it's 32 inches, but that's where chat is. Chat is on my second monitor. Is my living room TV. Why is you doing this? Stop this. Curses. How's it going, Greg? Pressing I like, and that's the other thing too, is anything automation. I love automation games. Absolutely love automation games. They're probably some of my favorite types of games, like genres. They're also the worst. They do worse than anything else on the channel, which sucks. Because I love automation games. How's it going, Eric? I'm still eh. My stomach isn't like it was yesterday, but still dealing with this stupid side pain again. I was dealing with last November. So it's like, it's very distracting. I feel like I am super distracted right now. Alright, get the rest of all this stuff out of here so we can take this thing out. $5" only for Netflix or Blu-ray movies. Alright. All of you. There we go. No, stop it! I keep doing that and I let go as soon as I go to throw it, and then I realize, wait a second, that's not where it's supposed to go. No. How's it going, Melissa? I'm glad you're able to catch a live video. Oh, it went over here. Yeah, to be honest, I went 3 years in just absolute agony because the doctors were just like, "Oh, we don't know what's wrong with you. We don't know what's wrong with you." Until finally, I saw a different doctor, and the doctor's like, "Oh, it's your gallbladder. We just need to remove that," and I was fine. And that's the situation I feel like I'm in now. It's just like, oh, we don't know what's wrong with you. Here, just take these pills and maybe they'll help. Problem is, if I take one of those pills right now, yeah, I'm gonna be dizzy as hell, and I don't want to be dizzy as hell right now. Wait, is this? No. We have not broken these yet, I don't think. Like, there's still pipes to remove here for sure. I don't know exactly where they are or where they need to be, but... Where'd I start? Graveyard Simulator? Alright. I'm just trying to, like, figure out, like, where to go next here. I really need to remove... Fix this stuff up? Okay, valve is already closed on you. Like, we still have something connected up downstairs. Where is it? Is it further downstairs? That pipe came down here. Wonderful your name. Why Grill Master? Oh, Jesus. Greg, thank you for the 50 gifted memberships. Good God, thank you. Appreciate it. Very much appreciate it. OSC's gonna fill up now. I was wondering, very much appreciate it, my God. Why Grill Master? So, for years, I barbecued, pretty much every weekend during the summertime. I would barbecue for probably about 3 years and have, like, you know, big get-togethers. Have a bunch of friends over and stuff, and I just barbecue up a bunch of food. Everybody bring a bunch of meat and just have, like, basically just like a banquet for no real reason. And did you just gift another 50? Jesus! God. Holy crap. Appreciate it, man. Good Lord. Yeah, I don't know what's up with... Like, I don't know why, Jarlum. I don't know why it does that. Also, I saw your comment yesterday about, like... It said it detected unusual traffic after you, like, named that one game. That's insane. Definitely show Greg some love in the chat, for sure. You just gifted another 50? Good God. Don't break yourself, man. I very much appreciate it. Holy jeez. Good God. Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah. Well, no, like, I would be just as terrified if I ever saw a thing pop up on YouTube saying, we've detected unusual traffic from your computer network. I would be like, oh, I don't know what's happening. Good God, Greg, appreciate it so much. It's still just going. I'm dying. I need a drink. I think it chooses random people not that like have been to streams before. How's it going, Steve? Take some time and screen stop strong. Yeah, very much appreciate it. My God. I'm not even like I haven't even like looked at the I keep looking yeah. Brain, you have broken my brain, my friend. Let's go in Hawaii. Beer. George, yeah, definitely, yeah. I appreciate it. Absolutely appreciate it. Oh, okay, okay. I have an idea. I have an idea. Wait, I wonder if it's in here. Hold up. Ooh, this is dangerous. I bet this is inside this room. Question is, where can I go? I can't go through here. It's still scrolling. Okay. Oh, thought I found it for sure. Oh, no, really? None of this? Isn't that's the wall, right? Wait. Still a room over here. I'm carrying too much already. Oh. It stopped. It finally stopped. It just kept going. Thank you, Greg. Oh my god. Save before big boss. I haven't broken anything super huge yet. I say that as like I hit a pipe or something. Ooh, that did feel really close right there. I don't understand. Like I don't know why YouTube's just like, nah, we're just not gonna give Jarlin one. It's so hello. Oh my god, this is like the 5th scam likely call I've gotten today. Again. I inhaled at the wrong time. Good God, Greg, you're on a mad. You're going mad. Your YouTube, you already have my info. God. Oh, yeah. I about died there. Holy crap. Oh. Yeah, holy crap, man. Good God. I appreciate it so much. Like I said, don't ever tax yourself, though. Like, please don't ever, like, break yourself. You know, just stop. Taking a drink at that exact moment. It was one of those whole, you know, you inhale as you're like. Well, no, I mean, that was like literally me just taking a drink and inhaling at the wrong time. That broken. Yeah, holy crap. That's crazy, man. I appreciate that. I really do. Like yeah, it means a lot. It's all these tax breaks. Alright. Give me all this stuff. My brain is broken. I forgot why I originally came in here. Whoa. That was weird. Oh, game 6. Okay. I was like, why did the game just lock up? I didn't even do anything. Yeah, it's so weird. I don't know why. Like, that's such a strange thing. So, I mean, you look at YouTube. YouTube's a strange thing, so, I mean... it's kind of like trying to explain away madness. Yeah, it's been months of Jarlem trying to, like, of just... YouTube just not giving Jarlem one for whatever weird reason. Hey, there it is. Why was that one so easy, but the other ones have been so much more difficult? Is this not the floor? He's gonna be generous with many things. Yeah, very much appreciated. Crazy generosity. Yeah. Holy crap. Unicorn. God, I'm gonna hit one of these things. I'm just waiting for one of these walls to explode. Oh, still not what I'm looking for. Yeah, just don't go mentioning any mobile games, apparently. See, to me, that says something else about these mobile games. Like, if that's really the reason why YouTube decided just to not let you, like, to, like, kick you off the chat yesterday in stream. I feel like it's... Oh, wait, what? Huh? But that's not the thing. Needs to be a Steve in every game. I haven't even been Oh, no, I think I finally got whatever was bothering me. Yeah. That Ark of Chiron game. They did the sponsored video for it. I've been playing that on my own. And I actually, even though I haven't been doing it, I still named one of the characters Steve. I did a whole new run and everything, and still called one of the characters Steve, even though I'm not recording it. It's still my go-to name. Steve, Simon, and Haru are the three names that have stuck through pretty much like every game I've ever played. Streaming? I mean, I've been streaming a lot more lately. For sure. Like, it originally was like once a month. Or not once a month, sorry. 2 times a week. I'd stream on Saturday and Wednesday was always my plan. And then it kind of was like Sunday was always there too, just because it's Sunday, it's the weekend. I figured why not? And then, I don't know, I've enjoyed streaming more. A lot more lately. In part, just because it's nice to interact with people. I don't leave my house, so as far as like social interaction goes, my social interaction I get is I have my wife and kids, but otherwise it's you know, it's streaming. Then I can actually interact with people, and you know, I'm not just like it's some sort of social, you know. Just having some sort of social thing. It's like the, you know, Sims, there's like little social thing above their head. I feel like my bar has been really low until like I started streaming a lot. And now it's much better. I've played a lot of Sims, and so that's where my brain goes. I was like, what is all this? What is that? The fruity smell. Oh, that your drink? Wow, that is strong. Wow, that is strong. All I smell is like an intense strawberry right now. My God. Wait, how did, huh? Why? This game is weird sometimes because it's like, how is there a ceiling thing in here? Oh, you know what? That's a very valid point. I have not. I have not. I have not. Steve from Jimmy Neutron. No, do you know, to be completely honest, I'm not 100% sure where Steve came from. Haru, I can tell you exactly where Haru and Simon came from. Haru and Simon came from Lobotomy Corporation. Like those ones came from Lobotomy Corporation. I want to say Simon was also slightly caused because of Neebs Gaming. I think that may have had a play on it, but I can't fully remember. But I know when I started using Simon in a lot of things, it was when after I'd started watching a lot of Neebs Gaming, and in part because I find Simon from them to be very entertaining, because it's just like he has these savant moments where it's just like suddenly he just does amazingly well, but other times it's just like, what is happening? The reason I don't do shorter videos on the channel, every time I've tried in the past, have just bombed. For some reason, if I go under 45 minutes, the video doesn't get pushed out as much. If I go over an hour by like even seconds, it doesn't get pushed out as much. So the window that I have found has worked best for the channel is 45 minutes to an hour. 45 minutes to 59 minutes, basically. Simon is your spiritual animal. I mean, but Haru, that started all from Lobotomy Corporation. And I know, like the big kickoff for Steve was, well, it's the moment that Greg references a lot, which is, where I was playing, oh my God, I can't even remember the name of the game right now. I did so much of it. Going Medieval. I was playing Going Medieval, and it's like, oh, it's Steve's birthday today. Awesome. And then immediately Steve died. Like, very shortly after that. Like, very shortly after that. It's like, no, Steve, no. Yeah, Going Medieval. Whoa, I'm very warm right now. It'll be an NGL this year? Eh? Simon is the best from Noobs Gaming. Yeah, Simon's the one that probably entertains me some of the most. He, in part because, well, all of them to a degree astound me. I mean, it's, I don't know. I know that the way they record is different than the way I record. But they're the only people that I've seen play a game for like 5 years and forget mechanics that have existed in the game since the beginning. Like, they played Ark the entire time I've been on YouTube, and they still forget how Ark mechanics work sometimes. And it's like, I just don't understand. I don't understand. It's so insane to me. I go back to a game 2 years later and I still remember all the mechanics of it. But at the same time, I play a lot more variation than they do. Ugh. Yeah, Snowplow Simulator, there's one. I already have one recorded for tomorrow. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do Contract Bill after I'm done with streaming today. I don't know where this power thing's at. Man, there's like power and there's a gas line, and I have no idea where either one of these things are. Ooh, I'm scared of removing that. I don't know if that's a thing. Leaves and thick fighting was the best. Yeah, I'm actually like, when I go to sleep, one of the things that helps me fall asleep, and it's been this way for a long time now, is I actually... It didn't say any big elements were destroyed, right? Broken bot contract bill makes your PC go into PC fan go into airplane mode. Yeah, yeah, that's how mine feels too. But no one saw anything saying that I broke anything big, right? Because if it didn't say I broke anything big, all this does is help us. I think we're fine. I saved beforehand because I had a feeling that little thing you could see on the wall right there, I knew that was a connector. I didn't know if it was for that or if it was for steam vents, though. I mean, it didn't say anything broke, so I think we're still good. I think we're fine. All right, then we're good. I'm okay with this. This is fine. All it did was help me clear stuff out sooner. It just cleared stuff out better. That's fine. That's totally okay with that. I have no idea where this thing was, by the way. Looks like it was somewhere around here, or it could have just fallen down. Look how much it cleared out. It could destroy small stuff I need for contracts. I think because I removed most everything, it should be fine. I should... What's happening? No, my controller's not plugged in. No! Change your settings to... See, that's... Okay, so that's a thing that I think... I try in a lot of games. I try changing the graphics settings down. And for whatever reason, lowering graphics settings will actually more often than not make things worse than having them on Ultra. Or on Epic or whatever. I don't know why. It's super weird. Oh, I'm a little concerned that I may have broken something small. Yeah, I didn't think about that. I bet it blasted the compass miles away now. That's what I'm afraid of. I'm pretty sure the missions up there actually show up red if I've destroyed something that I can't get out of here, though. It only shows up red right now if I select it, but I think it turns red completely when I'm not highlighted on it, if the mission is not possible to complete. So I think we should still be fine. How's it going, Jojo? Run through and clear out a bunch of stuff ahead of time. Yeah. I pretty much cleared out all these floors right here, so I'm not super worried about small stuff. And from my understanding, I've had a bunch of people say that the compass is below the smokestack, and the smokestack was right here. So it would be on this side over here and further down, potentially. Like, I would imagine that it'd be somewhere either down here or lower down. God, I really want to find that compass now. I'm so worried. I don't want to go too far and then realize I need to reload because I can't complete a mission. No, I've not found the gold thing yet. And now I'm, like, worried. Oh god, I keep pushing Z trying to get, like, a scan. It's not this game. See, what I'm afraid of is the compass is actually sitting inside something that I've already... Like, everything that was inside of that smokestack, I threw inside of this over here. Or somewhere. I don't know where it's at anymore. It's one of the interior cleany things. Okay. Can I get in this room? Yes, I can. I don't see anything here. How much garbage and contract bill? Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, there's so much. That's a thing I'll be working on over time, I think. Alright. What's up, Cadmus? Rear mini decks below has the compass. Long shaft near the rear. We're at the rear of the ship right now. How, like, is it all the way down or is it higher up? Have a good one, Greg. I appreciate it more than you could ever know. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, we are in the rear of the ship. Okay. For any sort of thing, looks like a long shaft down. I mean, again, if this is below the smokestacks, it would have to be around here. Of course, the one I hit is the one I'm gonna have to do this to. Ah. Eh? Hello? There's nothing here. I don't understand. What's still holding this? Like, there should be one right here, but it's not there. I have to blow this one up. Yeah, that seems like something that's oddly suspicious. A great one. Appreciate it, Grom. Thank you for the $2. Appreciate it. I found it! Yes! Golden compass! Thank you. Alright. Huzzah! Okay, we are good. Alright, now I don't have to worry about all this stuff breaking the way that it broke in the explosion and everything. All this does is just make it so it cleans it up faster. Huzzah. I mean, I may have lost some oil or something somewhere, but the oil... Oh, yeah. I need 3 kilograms of oil left. That's all I need, is 3 kilograms of oil. In this game, you always press the wrong number for the right... Yeah. Oh my god, that would be, I'd say, the one thing that messes me up with almost every single game, is it's like, you know, the controls are slightly different here and there. Like, it's the one thing that does mess me up, is trying to remember exactly what button is tied to what action sometimes. But it's like, see, this is where it kind of goes back, like, to a degree, too, of, how's it going, Bad Kitty? Like, watching Neebs Gaming play games. So, what I was saying earlier is, when I go to sleep, what I do is I turn on, in fact, right now, even on my other screen, I literally have, like, this is literally my other screen right now. Like, this is what I watched when I went to bed last night. Like, this is how I fall asleep, is I basically just sit here and I'll turn a couple of these videos on, I'll queue some up from a playlist, and I'll just watch through it. Like, that's how I go to sleep. Is just watching Neebs Gaming videos. Because it's just, I just find it to be super entertaining. And it's not even just that it's entertaining, it's like, I don't know, they're just... When I have a panic attack, I turn on a Neebs Gaming video. Or another thing I do is I, like, I'll sometimes play, like, Power Wash Simulator. I'll just turn on Power Wash Simulator, and I actually have achievements to get on that again, too, so... That's one of my kind of things to go, like, I have a panic attack, I turn that on. That's how you sleep. You're on a server at the moment on Ark. The random small contract stuff, there's usually stuff laying around. Yeah, it seems like normally it's just the big stuff. That's you too. You're on their server on Ark? Ah, cool. How's it going, Blake? Oh, God. Okay. Yeah. All this stuff. This is one of the reasons, though, I clear all this stuff out, in case I do blow something up. If I blow something up, then all this stuff is gone. We're fine. It's fine. Oh, I need sofas. Yeah, yeah. Thick being gone is like that's one of the nice things is you can go back and like right now I'm watching 7 Days to Die like Alpha 16, so that's years ago. So I mean, Thick's still there. That was super. That sucked. That sucked. That like whole thing was just sad. Like as a parent too, it's just like knowing that like he had kids left behind and stuff. Just that sucks. Oh, see to this game or power wash him. Yeah, see, power wash sim. I've seen a lot of people say that. A few threads bring so many people to different channels. Yeah. Like Neebs Gaming is one of the reasons that I can literally say I started streaming. I started doing YouTube in the first place. When I before I'd ever even played Ark, I had a friend suggest, well, if you want to see what Ark looks like, here's this, and it sent me Neebs Gaming. And I was like, what the heck is this? There's gaming videos on YouTube? I didn't even really know what YouTube was. Like, I knew it existed, but I didn't know you could go on YouTube and make gaming videos. And I was like, no joke, when I was a kid, when I was like, I remember going to Disney World and we went to Epcot. And at the time, they were having some huge gaming convention there. And so, like, the entirety of, like, the Epcot Dome or whatever was just filled with just games. Wall to wall, just games. And I was like, my God, like, this is awesome. And this is like, what? I don't know, in the 90s, I think. Because it was like Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo stuff. And I was just like, man, I would love to just find a job where I could just do this. And I did game test for a little while. I worked at Nintendo and at Microsoft game testing. I hated that. Huh? No, I never worked at Blizzard. God, no. You leave X Foundation on to sleep. But then, yeah, after watching that, I was like, okay, well, this is cool. And so I kind of played Ark for a little bit. And then one of the buddies I had on there, Wally, he's like, you should try streaming sometime. You're pretty entertaining to listen to. I was like, all right, I'll give it a try. So I started streaming on YouTube, or not on YouTube, I started streaming on Twitch, and then uploading the streams to YouTube. And just kind of went from there. Like, people seemed to enjoy it. I was having a lot of fun. It was just kind of a side thing. While I was working at a job that I absolutely hated. And then I started working at Joe and Fabrics, and I just like, well, you know what? Let's see if I can do a little bit more of this because I have more time. And now here we are. I stopped working at Joe and Fabrics and started doing this full time. Mostly because my agoraphobia got super, super bad. And started having some more just mental issues in general. So I was like, well, let's see if I can do this and at least make a living from it, make it so I can feed the family. How's the, how put a roof over our head and stuff like that. That's really how it all started. Like, dealing with, like, the chronic migraine I've had since I got hit in the head when I was, like, 18. I'm 40 now, so this is 22 years. 22 years of, like, a migraine that's never gone away. That has slowly, progressively gotten worse, but not, like, it. I still have a lot of good days. I mean, it'd be blowing up already, right? If it was bad, I think we're fine. It's not blowing up. I think we're good. Okay. Do what makes you happy. Remember Epcot? I went in '89. Yeah, it's like I remember just going to that and just being like, oh my God, this is heaven for me. It was just wall to wall games, and so it's like I was a teenager at the time, so my mom and stepdad like just left me and my stepbrother and my sister just to our own devices to meet up at a specific, time and whatnot, and they just went off and did stuff while we just basically just sat in there just playing games like all day, bouncing from thing to thing. I remember playing Primal Rage for the first time ever. Oh my god, that game was so cool. When I played that, I was like, this is so violent. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm playing this. Because violent video games were not things that were allowed. That was not something allowed when I grew up. When I grew up, my mom was extremely religious. Like, Bible thumping. You did something bad, get smacked with the Bible religious. Now, she feels a lot more calm than she ever used to be. Huh? Yeah, Grandma used to be like that. Now it's a lot much more relaxed. I mean, at the same time, I'm an adult now, and I feel like, it taught me good values. Like, and I talk about it every once in a while. See, okay, there's a comment. There was a comment that was made on stream. I almost want to pull it up, but I don't, because I don't ever want to put anybody directly on blast. But there was a comment that was like, you should leave politics out of stuff. So, and especially when you're politically inept. And I'm like, I saw that, and I'm just thinking to myself, I don't think the person that put that understands. This channel is me. Like, I don't care if it may not necessarily, meet somebody else's. Like, my viewpoints are different than everybody's. Everybody's viewpoints are different. That's the thing that I feel like I wish more people could understand. But, like, seeing that statement, I'm just like, you realize that one of the things I love about streaming is I can talk about whatever the hell I want. And if there's something on my mind, then I'm going to talk about what's on my mind. I don't generally get too political. Mostly because there's not a reason to. But there are times where I may say something. And it really, really showed the point I was talking about in that stream. Specifically how people make... like, you may not like somebody that somebody else likes. And people will take that to heart. People will get offended by that. And it's like, when you make your personality entirely based around something like that, I feel like that's a problem. And I feel like that comment in itself was like several points of just not understanding things. And so it's like, I mean, like I said, I try mostly to leave politics out of it. But that is something that affected everything. Everything. That was a disgusting event that took place. Like, something like that, I'm gonna talk about it, And so, yeah, I don't know. That just kind of was just like, I feel like somebody's missing the point here. Especially missing the point of what I was saying. Like, you may not have I may have disagreements with how I view things, but that doesn't change, like, doesn't make you a bad person. Just because somebody doesn't agree with the same thing that you do. And if anything, that's good. You want you want discussion. You want people to talk about things and feel ability to be able to talk about things without, threat or fear or anything like that. Like, it's I don't know. It's so crazy to me. And so it's like, I don't know. It's just, I like to talk about whatever I want to talk about at the time. Most of the time, it's going to be games. 99% of the time, it's going to be games. Or the gaming sphere, Like, that's where almost everything's going to lie. But there are times where I may talk about something else. And it is what it is. Sorry, not everybody's going to like what I say, but I came to a realization years ago. Not everybody's going to like what you do on YouTube. Not everybody's going to like what you say. And you either accept that and move on and just continue doing what you do and enjoy it, or you kind of curl up in a ball and just hope that something changes somewhere, and that's not gonna happen. My mouse is being broken. I think we have to fears running out of beer. I don't have to fear that, I'm good. You could run out of beer and I'd be fine. But it's like, I don't know, to that was just, that's something that kind of just stood out in my mind of like, I don't understand. Alright, all of this, there we go. Alright. I don't know where the power line for this thing is, and it's driving me crazy. I mean, you know what I could do? I could just do this. This is what I think of your freaking electrical walls. Like, and then also, it kind of also goes to the whole, you know, the same thing of like, there's so much like hostility towards certain aspects of just because somebody disagrees with you. And it's not even just politics, it's anything. You disagree with how somebody like wants to live their life. You know, like it can become hostile, and it's just like I like having open, honest discussions. It's nice, like not having stuff in bad faith, not having, you know, whatever the case may be, like gaming companies, you know, not everybody likes certain gaming companies. I'm not a big fan of Blizzard. I do not like Nintendo. But they're big fans of Blizzard and Nintendo. And is there anything wrong with that? No. You enjoy the stuff, you know, if you enjoy the game, if you enjoy something, have at it. I despise phone games. There's a perfect example. I despise phone games. I guarantee right now, if I look behind me, my son is playing a phone game. Oh, you're reading?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, but he plays a lot of phone games. I despise phone games. I mean, there are exceptions. I think some aren't good. I don't think they're necessarily bad, but the microtransaction stuff, I don't like it. I don't like supporting it. Don't get me wrong, if there was a phone game that I actually thought looked kind of cool and they wanted to sponsor a video, I got bills to pay, so you know what? Probably. If it's one that's like extremely abusive on freaking microtransactions, probably not. Don't think I would do that. But yeah, like everybody has what makes them individual. And I don't know, the inability to discuss certain things I think is just weird. It's not beneficial. But then the statement, I would say, like the part that stood out to me the most is the statement of, especially when you're politically inept. I've talked about that multiple times, about how for the past, since about 2010, I have studied politics. It's a thing I've studied in my off time. What people see is, you know, me playing a video game. People see is my perspective on a video game. You don't see all the time that I've spent in doing that. I've thought about doing a YouTube channel that's political. But, given the political environment and the hostilities that come from that, I don't want that risk on my family. Like, a couple of the people I watch, left and right, both, they have death threats on them. I don't want that for my family. So that's the whole reason I never started a political thing. But I do follow politics. And it's like to be like, you're politically inept. I'm just like, I don't see that. I don't know how. You gotta be able to have good things back and forth. Can't drink like you used to. I haven't had a drop of alcohol in. It's probably been over a year. It's not because I don't like. I've always been able to control it. It's not that. That's the reason. I don't know. Alcohol is not a. I'm a sad drunk. Let me put it that way. When the few times in my life I've ever been drunk, I'm always just like, oh, this is awful, and oh, I feel so bad for you, man, and oh god, this is blah blah blah, and I don't like that. It's not fun for me. So I just don't drink. I've had a bottle of gin in my fridge. Well, it's not in my fridge anymore. It's sitting on the counter now. I got that when I worked at Joe and Fabric, so well before I started YouTube. So it's been a while. It's been a while. And that thing, the bottle has dropped maybe like an inch in total. $37 and never drink. See, and that's if that's what you know, if you can drink responsibly, I don't see any reason that. And you're obviously 21, I don't see any reason why drinking is necessarily a bad thing, other than driving. Like, if you have to drive somewhere, that's a thing that I've never had any, and I've made it clear to my kids, too. Like, that is a thing that you do something like that, you're asked to sit in jail. I don't care. I will not bail you out of jail for something like that. I have zero tolerance for stuff like that. Because you aren't taking your life into your own hands. You're taking everybody's life on the road into your hands. And that's driving under the influence is a thing I have zero tolerance for. Like, there is no excuse I can see that makes it okay. Especially now in our time, like, now in our modern day, you know, you can call an Uber. You can do any other thing besides, like, possibly get behind the wheel while you're intoxicated. And see, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not a bad thing if you drink occasionally. Like, if you have it under control and it's not, like, an actual problem, there is nothing wrong with that. I don't think that, you know, drinking doesn't make people bad unless they already have that naturally inside them. Yeah, and see, that's how I've always been. I always try to look at things from a logical aspect. Like, a factual aspect. Not like a, you know, like, set in stone type of thing. Like, science is another thing I love, because science is ever moving. A lot of people will, like, there's times where people will be like, oh, this is the way something is, and it's like, then scientists are like, they do experiments, they do tests, and it's like, well, actually, we found out that's a little bit different. Like, I have always been of the logic-minded, like, aspect on things. I almost to a degree that at times, I like, losing my grandpa, losing my stepbrother, stuff like that, like, the only way I feel like I can get through stuff like that is by looking at it logically. Is by just being like, this is the way that life works, you know, there is an end to it, you know, it's, look at the good times, look at the, you know, remember all the fun moments, you know, stuff like that. Like, that's how I cope with things, is just trying to always look at things logically. With my grandpa thing that happened, my mom called me and she was just like, that's, like, talking to her, and she said that, you know, that was one of the reasons she called, is because I look at stuff logically. Like, cause she had knee replacement surgery. I think it was knee replacement surgery. I know she had surgery and she was told that she can't go anywhere. And then, like, my grandpa, you know, had a stroke, and they basically were saying that they're gonna pull the plug. And her brother and sister, my aunt and uncle, were giving her a bunch of flack because she couldn't get out there. The doctor said she couldn't get out there, you know, like, my response to that was, fuck them, like, that you can't get out there, that's not on you. Like, it would be great if you could, but if you can't do it, logically speaking, there's no option there. Like, it sucks, yes, but logically, there is nothing you can do about that, unfortunately. She did end up getting out there, though. She did end up making it out there before he passed, so I'm like, that's good, but I don't know, it's just this whole, like, I try to look at everything from a logical aspect. Sometimes, emotion takes effect, yes, but I always try to stay on the logical. Too bad. Your dad gets extremely silly after 1 or 2 margaritas. See, that's how a few people I knew. Like, that's how a few people I know are. I mean, I'd say most often when I drink, I get significantly more just. If the few times I've been drunk in my life, I'm always like, and I'm just a sad drunk. It's not fun. But like, the few times I've drinking in the past several years, it's just to relax muscles. That's literally the only reason I have, like, a drink, has been just to relax my muscles, because I can't take muscle relaxers. So if I ever have, like, an extremely sore muscle or anything, I can't have muscle relaxers. Just have a small little bit of gin and mixed with some soda, and then generally I feel like it kind of relaxes my muscles. The next day I'll feel a little bit better. How's it going there, Quake? Only tried about 1,500 beers. Alright, get all this stuff. Yeah, I know, there's boxes all over the place. I see them. There's like 3 of them then flashing down there at me. There's one right here that's flashing at me. It's been driving me nuts, but I'm trying to ignore them right now when we take this down. I'm trying to ignore them. I'm not gonna lie, it's... My brain is just screaming at me to go pick them up. But I'm trying to ignore them. Oh, that's good. That's good to hear. Yeah, you don't want to go too far down that rabbit hole. Like, I have had friends that have been too... They have not been able to handle alcohol. I had a couple... There was 2 people I had to stop hanging out with, specifically. Because they would drink a lot, and... One in particular actually ended up getting fired because he literally came to work drunk. And he was not a nice person drunk. He was a person that should not be drinking alcohol, because the effect it had on him was not good. He was very, very... He was I would say to the degree like he was almost scary to be around when he was drunk. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think we may have a new explosion here in a second. Well, I think we got everything out of here. You think we're fine? I don't. Yee. All right, let's do this just in case. Your neighbor called again. Water main busted, and now the basement's flooded. Oh, God. Well, you don't live there, you don't gotta deal with it, right? Let's see if this is still connected up. No? Oh? No explosion. No explosion. I think we may be fine. God, stop falling down the hole. I mean, I got everything up above. All the stuff up there is picked up, so I don't have to worry about ruining anything there. The only fear I have is that it goes down. I don't know why you blew up, but okay. Oh, hey, this is the long shaft you were talking about. I didn't even look up. Yeah, the fact that you don't have to deal with it anymore is... Wait, is that why it blew up? Okay, there's more stuff in here I didn't see, so I'm glad I came in here. I don't want anything ruined if I can avoid it. Okay, so here's the question. Do we just bring down everything? I mean, at this point, I don't really see too much that's gonna get wrecked. I don't see anything that's really gonna get wrecked. I need to get in here, though. I would say, what is... That's what I was wondering, too. Ultra beer. What is ultra beer? Is that different than normal beer? Okay, I've already been in this room then. So, yeah, so, okay, it looks like I've cleared all this stuff out then. I see you chilling on the side of me. This random box doing in the middle of here? Ah. Alright, it's fine. Oh, I thought this was a hole. I'm like, how did I perch? I perfectly perched up here. I don't know how I did it. Ultra Michelob. Oh. Yeah, it's like, I don't, it's so weird. I want to say there's like there's Jarlum and one other person that's I happen to. Well, I know Michelob Ultra is an Ultra. Person efficient strong. Oh, 10.5%. Well, that is a lot for well, I guess to be fair, the US is different than every other country. From my understanding, when it comes to beer, I guess beer is not carbonated in a lot of countries, but it is in the US. I worked for a beer delivery company when I was a merchandiser, so it's like I learned a lot about beer, a lot about booze, a lot about wine, because we did so much of the wine in Washington. I think we did like 90% of all wines in Washington. I hated doing wine. Hated doing wine. It's awful. Oh. Oh, okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. Doing that thing, it's not blowing up. We're good. Beer's served, yeah, beer's served warm in a lot of places. Exactly. Like I've heard that. I mean, obviously I've never been anywhere and I don't drink beer even if, you know, I had been. So I wouldn't actually know, but this is just from what I was told when I was working there. Is beer for the most part is not carbonated in places, and it's not like I don't know if I've heard served warm as much, but I have heard that it's definitely not carbonated. There's also like a different process to making it in some places too. I don't know. Or a more common way to make it than it is in the US. Quadruple IPA with 15%. The most I know of booze is basically from working as a merchandiser and from video games. Just like cars. What I know about cars, that's not true. So a lot of what I know about cars is when we were working on my old car. My old oh my god, I forgot what kind of car I drove. Roadrunner? I think it was a Roadrunner. I think it was the Roadrunner, but it had a slightly smaller engine. It was still a V8. It's still freaking loud, and god, that thing, 8 gallons. 8 gallons, or 8 miles a gallon. That's how much mileage I got on that car. Whew. It was not good. It was not good. Love the car, though. The car was awesome. You drunk beer from almost every place in the country or in the world? Never non-carbonated? See, I've had mead before, and that was not good. That did not taste good. Had that at a medieval, one of the medieval shows or whatever it was. But then again, I also don't like beer, so that could be why. Oh, well, we've gone down about like 4 floors so far. It has a limited run from small brewery, around 35% for a beer? That's as much as a hard alcohol. Wow. Yeah, beer is no extra carbon dioxide added there. And that Germany is specifically the place that I have heard the most about. In part because I actually had there was a German exchange student that lived with us. And I heard about beer when I was growing up from them. Wait, no, was it? No, 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 no. It wasn't from them. Did we have a German? I'm confused. We had Japanese exchange students. I think we had people come from Sudan. I think it may have just been I knew somebody at school from Germany. I know I was friends with several exchange. I was always friends with the exchange students. Okay. Oh, part of me wants to just set up explosives. Hey, I can click into places again. I couldn't do this when we were playing yesterday. I don't know why. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna break my computer with this, I feel like, but it's fine. Oh god. Okay, so that's not connected up. Wait, I've been in this room already, right? I'm starting to question if I have. Before we do this, let's make sure there's nothing in here. I feel like I have not been in this room. No, I have not. Alright. Okay, there we go. I'm glad I looked real quick. Fine. It's a nice one made. Yeah, I imagine if it's a good one made, then it probably would be different than the experience that I had with it, which was it just was not good. Alright. I mean, already. Oh, because it's on the other side. Oh, so I can't put these over here because it's already on the other side? Guess that works. Alright. I think that's all the walls then, right? Oh, but see, there's one there already. I didn't need to do that. Okay, okay. Alright, well, here goes. There we go. Okay, much nicer. No! Where'd you go? I was just about to get up and stretch my knee out to use the bathroom. My son just walked in there. I gotta pee. How's it going, MTR? Is everyone green? Because it's great. Greg has been awesome today. Non-alcoholic beers usually add carbonation, though. Don't add carbonation and we brew the beer, making it add carbonation natural way. Whoa. I remember there was a wine. Wine is on average like anywhere from like I want to say 6 to 10% at most on like overall alcohol content. There was an iced wine I had that was it wasn't that bad. It was actually probably one of the more like nice ones. It was an iced Riesling. I think it had like 20% alcohol in it though. It was ridiculous. Like whatever it was like the highest that you could actually sell in a store that was not an alcohol, like specifically an alcohol related store. Now, of course, you can go to the freaking store and buy hard alcohol. No problem. They've made it so in my state you can. I know there's been a bunch of states for a long time where you can do that, but yeah, now you can just get vodka or whatever at the grocery store. But originally, it's like there was a limit when I was doing merchandising. There was a limit to the amount of like overall amount of alcohol in something that you could have in a grocery store, and that wine was like on the line. I remember trying that. And I was just like, oh, dude, well, this is one of those ones that just burns as it goes down. You know what a fishbowl glass is? Yeah, I want to say yes, but I don't know. Builds up in carbonation. You brew it for 2 to 4 weeks in alcohol, close to the container. Oh, and see, one of the other things I've heard too is I don't know if this one's true or not. This one was more just I've heard down the grapevine. If like beer not in the U.S. also adds like less sugar to it. Like I guess U.S. beer adds a lot more sugar to it than any other country in the world. I'm that one I feel like I feel like that one was one I just heard from word of mouth and not so much from like the whatever the alcohol expert person is at the store. Because I was good friends with a couple of them. Because like I said, we did most of the wine in Washington, so I got along pretty well with most of the wine stewards, whatever they're called. I can't remember what the actual name for it is though. And there was like one in particular like that I was such good friends with. I actually invited him to my wedding when I got married. But like that's where I got a lot of my alcohol knowledge is just from him and hanging out with him after work and stuff. We just get off work and he would come over and we just maybe I just have some wonderful CBD. It wasn't CBD. More sugar equals more alcohol. Yeah, and see that's when I was playing. That's why I'm like I wasn't sure about that one. Because when I played Brewpub Simulator, again, it's a game, so I don't know how accurate it is. That's what it was. It was like the more sugar you had, the more it kind of balanced things. And I was like, so I don't know if that one was accurate or not. That's why that's why I specifically said it the way I did, because I was like, I don't know how accurate that is. 5% limit on grocery stores here. Yeah, and see, that's how it used to be in Washington, is you could only get a certain, like, there was a limit to how much you could get, kid, you need to hurry up. I'm dying right now. There was a limit to how much alcohol you could have in a drink before it could go in there, but yeah, now you could just buy whatever. It was like, that was years ago now, that was allowed. Years ago in Spain, can't remember the rest of the night. You can't remember the rest of the night. Okay, alright, I'll be back in a minute. I gotta use the restroom real fast, and I'm gonna stretch my knee out, because I want to stream for at least like another hour. At least another hour, maybe hour and a half. I do have another recording to do today, so I don't know. Let's put this Irish pub song on. Which is what we made on stream months ago. I need to make more music, and I mean, maybe we'll do that today, too, at some point. Towards the end of the stream. Go get some music. You guys can give me, like, cues we could put in and see what kind of songs come up. Because tomorrow it resets, and I can make 500 songs again, and I haven't used enough this month. So, I'll be back in a minute.
They began to arise, metallic hearts beating, glowing red eyes. The jukebox played as they danced on the floor. But their steps were cold, they wanted something more. They marched through the streets with an iron will, taking over cities, leaving nothing but chill. Their laughter echoed, piercing through the night, as they plotted and planned with all their might. They marched through the streets with an iron will, taking over cities, leaving nothing but chill. Their laughter echoed, piercing through the night, as they plotted and planned with all their might. planets die in the darkest corners of the sky. Helldivers rise, no fear in their eyes. Ready to defend, we're on side. Spaceships roar, battles ignite. The galaxy's last line of offense unite. Grit and guts, we won't back down on this hostile ground. We wear the crown. Explosions burst, chaos ensues in this war zone. We'll pay our dues. Helldivers deployed, take control. Surrender our wars with souls.
In the middle of the desert where the sun shines bright, there's a gas station waiting, gonna be a sight. Removing the dark and dreary blue, bring back what it misses, making dreams come true. Running this business, there's so much to do. Customers rolling in, craving for some fuel, making cash while pumping gas. Choices left and right, gotta make them quick, keep the customers happy, get that money quick. Building a mini mart, selling snacks and drinks, make it a one-stop shop where everyone links. Expand the business, gotta go big, creating a space that people dig.
Revolution in the air. The battle drums they roar. Fight for freedom, fight for peace. We won't take it anymore. On the super earth we stand, united hand in hand. But the enemy is at the gates. Time to make a stand. Rifles blazing, bullets flying, chaos all around. Our hearts beat faster as we fight from the ground. Democracy's on the line. It's time to make a choice. Hold on to our rights with a united voice. Under siege, the world's on fire, but we won't back down. We won't retire. We'll fight for freedom, fight for what's right. Together we stand in this darkest night. Revolution in the air. The battle drums they roar.
Alright.
Fight for freedom,
Helldivers.
fight for
2 Helldivers in a row. I do randomized on all the songs. I just decided to do 2 Helldivers in a row. Alright. Wait, I'm unmuted. Okay, I did. Alright. Alright. Yeah, and so I saw Bombay Sapphire in there. That's what I used to drink. What I have right now is Bell Ringer. Bell Ringer gin. I haven't had any, like I said, I haven't had any of that forever, but that's what I've had in my fridge for like, I don't know, close to a decade. I don't even know if it's good. I haven't had it in so long. Don't lie, there's a part of me that's like, man, you know, I could almost go for a glass of that tonight. Maybe that would help with my freaking pain, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't know. That can make my side pain worse. All I know is it's freaking muscle. I know it's a muscle that's causing this pain. They told me when I went to the ER last year. Of me. Oh, people love their booze. Like, that's the thing. I definitely like working as a merchandiser for beer and wine and stuff. You see how much is sold every day, and it is insane. On like some of it, like there's certain places that I would go, and they would get two pallets of oh, what is that? What is this stuff? I can't remember what it's called right now. It's a really cheap, gross beer. Steel Reserve. They would get 2 pallets of Steel Reserve in. That would be gone by the end of the weekend. 2 complete pallets of Steel Reserve. And they're like, it's the individual cans, the big cans. And it's like in each one, I think each case, it's like, it's either 6 or 9. I don't remember which. But it's not like a ton in each. No, it was 12. It was 12 in each case. And it, like, the pallet would have so many cases, and I'd have to go take all that into the cooler in the place I worked at. It kind of exploded a little bit. Are we cool? I think we're cool. But the amount that it would go through in a weekend was just, it was so nuts. Go back in, like, the Monday after, like, that would be on a Friday. Go back in on Monday, and they'd have another pallet come in for the week. And it's just like, good lord. So I definitely know people love their booze. Yeah, and it's like, I've noticed that too. In other countries, it's like 18 you can drink. Here it's, basically when you hit 21, you have the ability to drink and buy ganja in a lot of the states. Not every state, but a lot of states. All right, there we go. Every gin costs about the same in Sweden. Everything's about 40% cot, 30% whiskey. See, I want to say that's about the average here. It's about $30. $30 for a 700 milliliter. It was. I don't know what it is now, to be fair. It's been a long time since. I want to say last year I did try to DoorDash some, like, on DoorDash you can order booze, which I think is crazy because it's DoorDash. How do they know that you're 21? They're supposed to, like, I guess see your ID at the door or something. And you have to put your ID online too, but it still seems super sketch. They didn't do it though. That was kind of the thing of that. It's like Albertsons is like, nah, we're not gonna do that. Even though they had it on their list, and I was like, oh, I was gonna try some different kinds of whiskeys. There's a whiskey I had years ago. I'd love to figure out what it was, because it was probably the best booze I've ever had in my life. And I wouldn't mind sipping on that like once every couple of months or something. Wasn't there? I want to say it's like, maybe it is 18. I swear there's a couple places it's like 16 you're allowed to drink. Australia? Maybe? I don't know. Maybe it is 18. Japan? I don't know. Can't remember. See, in my mind, logically, I think 21 for booze, it makes sense. They've proven that it's like 21. Under 21, it can really mess with your brain. I mean, it can really mess with your brain no matter what, but... Ganj, I do think 24 would make more sense, because there's been tons of science on that. 24 is the point where your brain is finally... It's to the point that your brain is not going to be as negatively affected on, like, overall, like, mental growth when you smoke. But, I don't know. That's just me. And they made it 18, or they made it 21, so... 3,000 milliliter beer at a regular grocery store is about alcohol 2 points. Costs 3 to... Wow. That's crazy. 18 in the UK. There's DoorDash for alcohol party would never stop. DoorDash is a blessing and a curse, I feel. Definitely feel like I have not eaten as healthy since DoorDash became a thing. I mean, my times are all screwed up too, though. So it's like I go to bed between 4 or 5 a.m. Wake up like today. I woke up at noon. Or no, that's not true. I think I woke up at like 11 something. I woke up before my alarm went off. But I use that super late night time generally for. Well, lately, admittedly, it's been me playing. I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring. And, oh, God, I am so upset at myself. So, if you watched the Elden Ring streams, you saw me fight Renala, the Double Moon Lady. The Double Moon Lady took me, God knows how many attempts. How many attempts? I don't remember. It was a lot. It took me a long time to beat that lady. I was losing my mind on that fight, and this is the difference between me playing Elden Ring and playing it on stream and then playing it by myself. Is playing it on stream, I feel like I'm always like, anytime I'm streaming something, recording something, I have to keep things moving forward. If I'm not moving forward, if I'm stuck in a spot, I do notice a drop. And so it's like, I don't want to sit there in a menu, and I don't want to, like, go through all this stuff and everything. So there's a lot more of me throwing myself at a wall when I'm streaming compared to when I'm just playing the game myself. And so, like, I went, before I even went into the fight last night, because I'm on a new character and everything, gone through the entire game at this point. All I have left is DLC. I, made sure I went in. I had every kind of buff that I could normally have, and which is only like 3 or something like that. But I one-shot the boss last night. One shot. Took me one attempt. Killed Renal in one attempt, and I'm just like, what just happened here? How did... I even thought to myself, I should record this and just show it on stream in case I beat it. But, this is the first attempt. I'm just going to go in and see how this character does against her and everything. Like, I'm not going to beat her this first time. I can almost guarantee it with how big of a pain in the butt fight it was, and how I was stuck on it for about an hour when I did it on stream. So I'm like, I expected the fight to be absolutely excruciating. I beat the boss in one go, and I was just like, what is this? This is so insane. No, I didn't use perfume. I used a katana. I actually went melee for most of the battle. I started the battle by launching a moon at her, because it does the most, that way I can increase the damage. And then the rest of the time I used a katana. I still use my mimic, because I'm using summons. Doing the game without summons just does not sound fun. So I'm using summons still, so I still have my mimic. But yeah, I just used the katana. I don't remember if I even had, like, I think I switched to the incantation thing halfway through the fight, because I thought I was going to try to use, like, I think I have a dragon move, but I never even used it. Literally just fought her. I just kept staggering her. That was the thing, is I just kept staggering her. I'm just like, this is nuts. I don't understand. How, I mean, I do understand. When I did, yeah, well, I can't wait to try to fight, the Impaler. Like, I'm excited to see how it goes, because I cannot believe that took me one attempt. And they actually fixed perfume. The perfumer build I had, it's now gone, because apparently it was doing more damage than it was supposed to. So it actually was a broken build. It wasn't even just like I made a stupidly overpowered thing. It was actually doing more damage than it was supposed to. But I just couldn't believe that. I'm like, one go, this is what? I was upset too, because my son wasn't out here, so I could be like, look what I did. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning, so yeah. I was just like, no. It's one attempt and no one was here to witness it. I'm so sad. I can still brag about it, because it happened, but it wasn't, I was so upset. I was so upset. Yeah, and that's the thing, is it's like this one I was like, when I did the stream, I was playing on a character I hadn't played in 2 years, other than for just like a brief moment. But I was also playing on New Game Plus 2. So everything actually had more health and did more damage because it was New Game Plus 2. And from my understanding, New Game Plus, they say you should be like anywhere between 150 to 200. New Game Plus 2, you should be anywhere between 300 and up, or you should be over 300 for it. I wasn't anywhere near that. I was like, I think when I finished, I was 240. So yeah, I was doing on the stream. I was actually doing hard mode, basically, because they had a lot more health and damage. Oh yeah. I'm intrigued to see how they've supposedly patched that horse thing so it won't get stuck behind there anymore. Like it did for me when I went to just go take a thumbnail. So I'm intrigued to see how that fight goes now. Because I 100% cheesed that when it got stuck back there. I mean, I couldn't get it unstuck, and that's why I did it. Like, I reloaded the game, I did a bunch of things to try to get it to work, and it never did, so I just said, screw it. I'm killing him this way. Mostly because I hated that boss. That's not true. The only 2 bosses I actually thought were trash in that game was... and it's going to be interesting to see if it's still... I still feel the same way with this new character. The hippo was utter trash. That boss fight was the worst boss fight in the entire game. And all of Elden Ring, that was the worst boss fight. Like, I don't know what they were thinking with that. Put a giant creature in a tiny little arena. That was bad. That was bad. And then the second fight was that pig, the guy riding the pig. Like the war hog or whatever it was. That fight, the hitboxes are broken and it's just trash. It's just utter trash. But the rest of the game, even the frustrations I would have, like with the Double Moon Lady, is still good fights. And I think that's the difference too, is I had fought the lady before on stream, so I did know her moves, so I knew, you know, like, okay, you're winding up to do this, let's make sure to dodge now so I don't get hit. So, like, there was a big play on, like, I'd fought these people before, so doing it in one go, it kind of makes a little bit more sense, but still was just like, holy crap. Well, the pig rider, the only I remember the pig rider, not Radon. Radon was 2-hour fight. That was a 2-hour fight, but I was also trying to specifically get one type of combo off. I wanted to just chunk his life off with the perfume. And so I was me throwing my head at a wall. I just kept doing the same thing over and over again, and something I've realized with Elden Ring, and it just kind of it's kind of affected everything, really, mentally, is it is always better to take a look at what is there. See the alternate solutions that you have at your fingertips to try to do, rather than throwing your head at a wall over and over again, just hoping it's going to work. That's literally the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting some sort of different result. Yeah, that's why I think playing like off stream now is just like I'm having such an easier time of it. Again, not in New Game Plus, making things a lot less damaging and health. That has an effect too, but to post a 2-gigabyte video on Facebook sucks. I would imagine. And, I mean, the pig... See, I don't remember how... I just remember I hated fighting the pig. It wasn't even the length of time. It was just... You can't roll through it because the hitboxes on it were so broken. You can't roll through, you can't jump over. The thing that made that fight finally fun was when I just got so frustrated, and I was like, screw this! And I just started running around on the horse just having fun. And ended up killing him. Like, that's where it all changed for me. On that fight, specifically. But like, yeah, the one fight that stands out that I literally walked up to the gate and I was like, wait, if I walk through here, I gotta go fight the hippo last night. And I'm like, you know what? I think I'm done for the night. Let's turn this off and go play Ark of Charon. So that's what I did. Because I don't want to fight the hippo again. I'm obviously gonna have to. I probably get around it because you can go the other way, but oh god, I hated that fight. I hated that fight so much. Because it wasn't fighting the boss as much as it was fighting a camera the entire time. And it's one thing when it's like the enemy is a pain in the butt. It's another thing when you gotta fight the actual game mechanics. And I'm telling you now, too, it is much harder to fight things when your controller constantly tries to look up at the ceiling over and over again. Oh my god. Eh? Okay. Okay, that's what it was. I had a feeling it was that holding it up. Close to Canada when you're looking at the map. I know there's a lot of cruise ships that go up to Alaska. And I know they stop in Canada on the way there. The only reason I know that is because when I went to Alaska, there was just like freaking 20, 30 cruise ships chilling on the coast. In Juneau. Alright, there we go. God, see, cruise ship to me sounds like an absolute nightmare. Trapped on a boat. Ugh. There we go. All the rest of you. Alright, so my big thing today was I wanted to clear off the top of the ship, and I've pretty much done that. All the, like, 6 floors, 7 floors, or whatever was here is pretty much gone now. So that's awesome. Yeah, see, I don't know about the East Coast. Because I've hardly been on the East Coast. I say I hardly, I've still... I've been to pretty much every single state on the East Coast. But we drove through a lot of it. But I've never really been too much on the East Coast. No! No! It's just another box down there. Alright, all of you. Alright. Get all this stuff. There's still so much. I thought it was all good. Zeppelins? Oh my god. I'll be honest, I think I would prefer to take a Zeppelin than a freaking cruise ship, though. It's still up in the sky, I'm not. And we're meant to fly, man, we'd have wings. I don't like heights. The Caribbean and Gulf of Mexico. €1 to €2 trip, really? That's all? That seems crazy cheap. Yeah, say that's what it makes me think it was a ferry. I mean, it could be fancy ferry. Stop freaking out, light. There we go. Give me all the rest of this. I can't. I'm looking up a chat some of the times too. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna pick this up. I'm like, oh wait, that's still connected down there. Something I actually want to experiment with, because all this stuff is picked up. I don't need to take anything off here, right? Oh wait. Stuff up here. Let's get this first. All right. 4,000 people in the city, and a cruise ship can bring 4 to 10,000 tourists. Oh my gosh, yeah, that would be chaos. Holy crap. Alright, get all this. Let's see if this makes this entire thing fall down. I hope so. I really do. I think this would be awesome if the whole thing just came down. Alright. Oh wait, it's gonna stop there because it's not connected up. There we go. Oh, there's walls below, so I gotta destroy all the floors. Curses. This is a brilliant plan. It's just gonna all collapse in on itself, but no, there's walls below. It's not gonna work like I'd hoped. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, that would be awful. Nope, nope, never mind. I retract my previous statement. Put me back on a cruise ship. There's a smoker's deck on a cruise ship? Wait, on what? Wait, on what? You talking about, hold on. You talking about a Zeppelin would have a smoker ship? But that seems like, oh my god. I remember there was an Archer episode where, like, the whole premise is they're on a Zeppelin with non-flammable gas in it. And the whole time Archer is like freaking out every time anybody's smoking or anything in it. He's just like, "You're trying to blow us all up. What are you doing? Don't smoke on here." So it's like, this is non-flammable gas. You don't have to worry about it. I think the voice of the pilot was the guy from Breaking Bad, Malcolm in the Middle and whatnot. Just that stands out in my brain. Go. All right. No, because there's still walls here holding it up. Curses. Thought what I was doing was brilliant. Eh? Oh, there's still some up here. You. Alright. Oh, that sounded good. Alright, this is fine. Oh no. Wait, can I do this still? Hold up. No, it's green. Yeah. Okay. My question is this one chunk here gonna hold it up, though? I can't get it. All right. Let's go up here real quick. There we go. Let me get it right here. Okay, so that's all disconnected. Yeah, what's happening here? Bryan Cranston, yeah. There you go. I don't remember names. There's very few actors and actresses that I remember the names of. And those are the ones that I absolutely enjoy. But it's a very small number. And Bruce Willis is one that's will always be in my head because he's definitely one of my favorite actors of all time. His situation sucks. Okay. Get rid of all of you. Anything holding this stuff up? Alright. Oh, there's still one more. Oh, there's a wall over here. I'm like, why isn't this falling? It should be falling. Oh no, are we gonna have weird physics? No, 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 no. I don't feel like that's gonna make it. Nah, it's not gonna make it. I knew it wasn't gonna make it. It shows that it will, but I'm like, no, that doesn't seem like that's gonna make any sense. Alright, there we go. And then all that's left is this wall right here. Alright, all of you. Oh wait, that got both sides? Okay. There it goes. And there goes my frames. Okay, that works. Looks like I found like perfect spot. Okay, I was like, it is making it, right? Let's watch the truck number. Yes, it went up. Oh my god, there's so much here though. Isn't this the one I threw stuff in? You know what? Let's just throw it in here. I'm gonna get this out of here anyways. The lottery tickets during the whole summer. There was a lottery winner that was actually pulled not that far away from where I live, and I was like, I know I think it's still not super close, but there's a lottery ticket from a place that when I did shop all the time, is where I shopped at. And I was just like, man, there's a part of me that wishes that I did the lottery, but I, at the same time, I don't think I've ever, one time ever, got a lottery ticket. My dad, I think it was my dad? I don't remember my dad or my mom, but somebody bought lottery tickets pretty much the whole time I grew up and never won, so it's like, I don't know. The whole thing, it feels so rigged. Good thing is, most of the taxes from that and stuff and whatnot, I just go to pay for, at least around here, pay for a lot of school stuff. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. I guess this is multiple floors, right? Or, yeah, it's not really multiple floors. Okay, still taking stuff. Oh, wait, right there. Alright. I can get this big chunk of stuff right here out of here. This is nice. Eh. Give me the... There we go. Okay, scratch it. That's okay. True. I have gotten scratchy tickets before. It's only a couple of times, but like in real life, like it's one of the reasons I like gambling in video games. Real life, I don't gamble. It's not worth the risk. I've seen too many people go down a bad road with gambling, like in my life, and so it's same with booze. Like my uncle was an example for me. Just never drink. It's one of the reasons that I don't touch alcohol that much. It's because I saw my uncle who just put away a freaking when I was like a kid, put away like a 30-pack of Milwaukee's Best, and just be like, oh, I gotta go to the store to get some more. And I was like, that right there is the example of why I don't drink. And why I never really got into drinking too much. Because I do not want to be like that. Like, I don't know how he is now. It's been a very long time since I've seen my uncle, but that was my reason for not drinking, and it's the same with gambling. I just have a few friends that basically completely ruin their lives with gambling, so I'll gamble in video games because it's a video game. It doesn't really matter. Plus, it's fun to watch people's responses like, why would you lose all your money like that? Because it's fun. It's fun just to see the responses of that. And it's a video game, so it doesn't really matter. But, yeah, gambling in real life is just, I don't know. Coming from a not ever rich or even remotely middle class even, the hope would be good, but eh. Remember correctly, biggest lottery in the country, cost him 300K, and he won 200K? Oh god. Yeah, that's how I feel about it too, Pony. It'd be nice to win, because then I could buy a place to live. Like, what I think is truly disgusting about that whole aspect, here in the US anyways. I have friends that own houses that pay less than I do in rent. And they live in more populated areas. Their mortgage is lower than my rent is. So it's like, I would love to have a place to, like, own. That'd be so great. What sucks with renting is, it's like, you put money towards something, but that money you never get to see that money again. At least if you own something, that money goes somewhere. Alright, so if I remove this part right here, it should let me get basically the whole front out, which is cool. So strict the gambling rules in Norway, poker tournaments are illegal? Really? Yeah, I know, I do hope the best for you on that, Pony. I hope you find some place. Because that does suck. Worst lottery to be in is the draw. Yeah, that's the worst lottery to be in for sure. That is not the one that you want to be in. Alright, so we take out all the sides. By the way, I didn't have to saw a single side off, so they must have made it. They must have patched that, so you don't have to do that anymore. I bet because a lot of people hated that. A lot of people probably did not like that. I thought that was the worst part of the game. And so the fact that you don't have to do that constantly anymore, oh, it's so wonderful. Like this right here, 100%, every one of these I would have used to have to saw. I don't have to do it anymore. Oh, so nice. Same here, rent market is crazy. Yeah, it is. Like, I just saw today that, I don't remember, I think it was Biden. It's trying to push out a thing making it so if you own 50 plus properties, you can't raise the rent more than 50 or 5% a year. Dude, if that goes into effect, that would be so wonderful. Because last year alone, they raised it $200. Like, the raising on rent is just, it's excruciating. It's absolutely insane on how much it's gone up over the past couple of years. Like $2,000 for a 2-bedroom apartment. And this is the low side of rent. We're on the low end of rent. Wait, no, there's walls. I didn't even notice this. Oh, I was so excited. I was like, yeah, it's all gonna come down. I'll be able to get that out of here, no problem. No. No, we still got all this right here. Can I get that? What's that? $2,300 a month. no draft there because mostly because you don't have a military. Wait, where do you live that you don't have a military? I honestly didn't even know it was a thing. Oh, it was green for a second. Yeah, there we go. And swing costs about 300,000 to 400,000. Yeah, and that's kind of how it is here too. It's like in order to like get a place, you either have to have like the absolute spot-on perfect credit, which unfortunately I definitely don't have. I was an idiot teenager, so I definitely don't have. It's like one thing I wish that schools taught more was like I wish schools would actually teach on how to balance a paycheck, balance, you know, your overall spending compared to how much you're getting. Because I didn't know that when I was a teenager. So when I got out of school, I racked up so much debt, it was disgusting. And I didn't think anything of it because my brain was just not, I just didn't learn any of that stuff. That was one of the reasons why I went on a massive like learning spree for I still haven't stopped technically. Still continue to try to learn new stuff. Thought recently about trying to learn how to like make games, but I don't know if my brain's quite oriented towards doing that enough. $400 for a 2-bedroom here and rent. A fancy apartment for sure. Great view. Oh, that would be crazy. I would love that. There we go. Okay, so that's all taken care of. Okay, you know what? These things are being a pain in the butt, so I'm just blowing them up. No more of you. I don't know what it is about these, but they don't want to be picked up, so I'm just... This is the best solution for it. Put explosives on each one. Like how the explosion this time actually helped me out. I like it. I like it. It's awesome. Normally the explosions are not helpful, but this time it was super helpful. Someone you worked with was trying to tell you the best way to get good credit was to let credit cards collect interest. What? That seems like a completely backwards thing. Best way to earn credit is to have a credit card, buy a pair of socks, pay it off. Next month, buy a pack of Pokemon. I don't know. This is just some random things in my head. Pay it off. Next month, do the same, do the same, do the same. Just keep doing that stuff. And that's the best way to earn credit as far as I understand. And so that's the way it was described to me by my teacher years ago. Like after I started learning more about that stuff. Oh, you're in Iceland. Oh, okay. No military in Iceland? That's crazy. I thought like every country had a military. I had no idea. Going into debt is not smart. No, it's not. Alright, get rid of all this. What's your problem? What are you doing? Boy. Child. What are you doing? What's the deal? Bro. Oh my god, he's doing D&D stuff. Alright, never mind. Alright. You're working on scout stuff or something. Alright, get rid of all this. Oop, there we go. Ah. Definitely better for your credit to not always pay it off, totally. Some companies like it when you pay your bills, but love when you keep paying them. Yeah, I guess I can see that. Better to use 30% of your credit card line and pay it off a week before the due date. Yeah, see, I just pay bills as they come in when I get them. Just hope to God I don't get bills. That's basically how I pay bills now. Hope to God I don't ever get any. Even though, I mean, like, actually that's not true. Basically, like, you got rent, and then you got power, then you got internet. I actually canceled a whole bunch of stuff recently too. And then, freaking $250 for my daughter's gymnastics. My God. Every time that pops up, that just was like yesterday. And that pops up, it's like, oh my God. Children are expensive. Yeah, I don't use credit cards. I use my debit card for everything. Debit card, or I use PayPal. I use PayPal for a lot of stuff. Pretty much anything online is always paid via PayPal. Which, of course, I connects. I guess it all just comes out of my bank account. Alright, so right now I just need iron, which we're gonna get naturally as the ship gets taken apart. We have now taken apart pretty much the entire front of the ship. Honestly, this is the worst part, is where we're at right now. Everything I just did today is generally the worst part of taking the ship apart, because it's where most of the stuff is at. Now all we have left... No, stop that. I'm not trying to... Give me this back. There we go. For the most part, I think the worst part of the entire ship is now done. Wait, the front comes off? I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting that. Yeah. I feel like that's the way with a lot of stuff. Like, that's the thing I remember hearing years ago too. It's just like Greenland is mostly ice and Iceland is mostly green. It's just it's kind of humorous to me. I don't know if anybody else does, but I remember there was a few years ago there was some idiot that was like, "I'm gonna buy Iceland." Ugh. Alright, let's get this out of here. Honestly, I can't remember who it was. I just remember that there was somebody that I was just like, what the hell's wrong with you? I can't even try to remember its name. Swedish newspaper, and they try to say the name of a volcano. Oh my God, yeah, I couldn't even imagine. Like, some of the like... Pronouncing certain things from different countries, I always feel like, man, I slaughter any sort of names like that. Iceland is mostly lava. Alright, disconnect all of you. I don't think I've ever seen this. Like, it hit me that I had not removed any of these things, so I was like, oh, I bet there's probably some of this to get rid of. There's so many of these, and they're all sideways. Why'd you follow those? There's no way. There's no way. Yep, nope, I agree. There's no way. I have no idea how in the world you would pronounce that. percentage of... You know what? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what Google does. I'm intrigued. Let's see what Google does. What does Google say? Let's see. No, 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 no. I'm not clicking on practice. Stop that. Just play the...
Eyjafjall Jökull.
What?
Eyjafjall Jökull.
What?
Eyjafjall Jökull.
Yep, nope. I have no idea. Holy crap. All right, that's the thing. That's how you apparently pronounce that. Spell to read without an iPhone. Oh. So what is... Oh, this is this entire front section? Oh. Well, then my plan just went away. It's like, oh, maybe I'll get this front section. No. The whole ground and everything. Okay, well, this is all connected up to here. I may be able to get this out of here, though. This isn't better than you. Alright, yep. This is those weird things where for some reason I can't remove these. I don't know what it is about the design of this. Just give up, it's unpronounceable. No, the city I just posted there. Wait, which one? I know that there's a city, like, in... I think it's a Welsh city, right? There's one that's just, like... It's insane. Like, there's so many letters. It's in, like, one of the biggest words in the world or something, like, for anything. It has the most letters or something in it, I want to say. I think it's in Wales, but I could be wrong. Okay, so. Switch to winch to disassemble. Let's see if I can get this out of here. Locked. Eh? Okay, no, so it is this thing. Okay, yeah. I was just thinking, I wonder if there's another weld spot. Normally there's at least one more. Yeah, right there, and then right here. Alright. This stuff out of here. Google pronunciation was like 90% correct. It is in Wales, yeah, like, yeah, exactly. It's just crazy. It's so long. Like, okay, I gotta know because it's still open up on the other page. Let's see how you pronounce this one. Oh. Oh my god, it's so big on the actual thing. It's so big. Look at this. This is the word.
Clanvarpith Gwingith Gagareth Wendrabith Lintasilia go go gok.
What?
Clanvarpith Gwingith Gagareth Wendrabith Lintasilia go go gok.
Okay. So that's the thing. Holy. It sucks for its name alone. Let me turn that back down again. Otherwise it's gonna be loud when there's an explosion. Ah! What? Oh, oh. I forgot, yeah. Cutting those things off is gonna make me fall. That would make sense. Okay, so let's not stand on here while I do this. What? Oh, it's because it's connected up over here. There we go. All right. Go down a floor, because I'm assuming I probably need to do this here too. Oh, I don't know. Where is this connected up at? It's connected. Okay, so yeah, let's remove this. See if I can at least get one side. Oh my god, why? Why are these ones so stupid? Why can I not just remove them? They gotta be so, like, finicky. I don't remember ever seeing these before either. Like, this kind with these weird plus symbols on them. I'll stand on it, it's fine. Okay, there we go. Okay. There we go. Cool. That one's disconnected. Alright, so we got that. Let's cut this one off right here. Okay, then we got these things. I just realized I don't think I actually cut this one down here, did I? No, I did not. Alright. How originally, I think yesterday I started on the ship on like the front of the ship, but now we're on the back of the ship. And we got in the back of the ship partially taken apart. Go. Longest place name is actually New Zealand, apparently. Oh my god. Oh. I'll have to ask Nim about that. St. Mary's Church of the Hollow White Hazel near a rapid whirlpool in the Church of St. Tears near the Red Cave. Is that really what it translates all into? Oh my god. I love random useless facts. That's some of the most fun facts out there. It's random useless facts. Like, I can't even begin to tell you all the random useless facts I know about animals. Alright, right there. And... So did the side come off? What am I missing? Yeah. Oh, I didn't do any of these. Mouse is not going in. My mouse keeps like turning. Alright, let's finish getting this part off at least. Might as well finish this stuff. I know there's still more floors and everything to deal with, but that's fine. Alright, well, that's happening now. I can't stop throwing something once I start. Right, there we go. Ooh, before I do that, let's come over and get this. Can't write your Icelandic family name without putting your Icelandic keyboard on the phone. What I almost want to say I remember. I want to say I remember Nim telling me that once with the name in super long name in New Zealand. Which reminds me, you mentioned 7 days. I do plan on doing 7 days. I do plan on going back to that. I remember that was a while ago. That was quite a while ago now. But I do plan on going back to 7 days. Since they did do the 1.0 release, I do want to go check out and see what's changed. It's probably what I'll do. I'll stream after I'm done with. When I feel like I'm done with this. Like, I don't know if I want to do the very last ship on here. Possibly, probably. But I definitely do want to check out 7 days. I want to see what the full release is like. Love that game. The game is awesome, and it's crazy to see. I mean, they say full release, but they only had to do that for like legal reasons or something like that. They're still working on the game. I know bandits are being worked on, so there'll be bandits in the game eventually. How's it going, Cody? Pretty good. Thinking 7 days can't hurt for bug fixes. And that's when one of the biggest reasons I do not hop on immediately when 7 days comes out with their alphas most of the time is because of that. I feel like every time they release the you know, a new alpha version, it's like, all right, now there's a bunch of bugs you got to deal with. But those bugs get patched pretty quickly. So I feel like giving it just like a week or two, honestly, tends to help out a lot. Oh yeah, I thought the crust was awesome. I really liked it. The only thing I didn't like about the crust was just that they never shut up. It was just constantly talking at me, which I unfortunately know from other games when that happens, when there's just an overabundance of narrative, it doesn't do well as a video. And unfortunately, that's pretty much what happened. Is it just didn't do well as a video because it just the overabundance of talking. Which I mean, it builds a good story. The story is pretty cool, like how it all went down. It was a little, I'm not gonna lie, the lady was a little annoying. She was just very hostile. In the beginning, I feel like it warranted it, but she just kept going. And I'm like, okay, come on now. In the beginning, 100% warranted. The dude was an asshole, but then she just kept pushing. And I'm like, come on now. I literally was telling my kids yesterday, like, treat people how you want to be treated. If all you do is speak hate, if all you do is spread, you know, make people like unhappy around you by the things that you say, you can't expect people not to be unhappy. You know, like it's just yeah. Like treat people how you want to be treated. Is the way that I was raised and the way that I'd like to like live my life. I always try to treat people kindly. There's been multiple times where I feel like, you know, somebody said some stuff to me in the past, and I'm just like, yeah. I used to work with one of the supervisors that I had when I was a merchandiser. I said some of the most heinous stuff, but I just turn the other cheek. Always been the turn the other cheek kind of person. I've been pushed to the point of being just straight up. I'm not. Like there's a point though. There is always a point. And I get to where I'm like, all right, this is too far. What? That was weird. Lady was so sassy to that guy. I mean, I admittedly, as soon as he called her sweetheart, I was like, I feel like this is gonna end badly now, and she's just gonna, she's gonna retort in some way. And sure enough, called her sweetheart. I was like, oof, oof. That's a good way to get somebody pissed off at you right quick. That's why, like, at the beginning, I'm like, when she retorted back, I was like, yeah, I mean, that's just deserved. But then she kept going, and I'm just like, oh, come on now. Come on now. Yeah, 7 days is out of it's 1.0 now. They went 1.0 like a couple weeks ago, I believe. Couple weeks ago now. Your kids, don't let somebody else control your life, because at the end of the day, you can live your life. Yeah, that's true. It's true. Like you're the one who makes the choices. Like, yeah, there's obviously when you're at a job, the choices are being made for you, but how you do said choices that are being made, that's on you. And it's like all choices have consequences. Is another thing I've always tried to stress. That one's just like that's one I've taken to heart. You may think something's not gonna affect somebody, but somebody chucked a bottle at me when I was 18, and I have forever lived with a migraine ever since and brain damage. So, yeah, Every choice you make has outcomes that you may not foresee. It's one of the reasons I stress that one so much. That one is so close to home. Well, yeah, and see, there are things that are definitely 100% taken out of your control. Like, that situation is just, sometimes you just quite simply get fucked by the world. Like, what was it? What did I tell? I can't remember what I told my son yesterday. I was like, sometimes life just, you get a bad RNG on life. There is moments where that situation occurs. There are times where you got a bad RNG on like a life situation, you know, or something that happened, because it's the concept of, you know, why I despise drunk driving. You know, that's a choice that person makes, but if you happen to be the victim of a drunk driver, that wasn't your choice. You know, like, that was taken out of your hands. Like, that's just the world being that's like bad RNG on the world. Why will this not come down? I'm so confused. There's nothing here holding this. Explode. Explode. Uh-oh. What did I do? Am I about to fall? No, okay, we're fine. I don't know what I did there. I was very confused. Oh, there it goes. All right. Yeah, and that's what I mean. That's where I feel like getting kicked out like that. That's just life just being just a crap moment in life. Because there are some things that are taken out of your hands, but it's how you act on it too is one of the ways that it goes. I mean, it seems like so far, Pony, you've been taking it in stride, which is good. Definitely hope for the best for you on that one, for sure though. Finding a place sucks. "40 hours awake now. Took your sleeping pill about an hour ago. Can't you sleep?" Yeah, that sucks. Oh my god, that's so much time. For 16 hours, your brain is basically drunk. Or your brain starts to get the same effects on it. It's like, what, 24 hours? It amps up, and then it's like 36 hours where it amps up another time. That's no bueno. I would say for the most part, my insomnia is not so much that I can never sleep, it's that I only sleep for like an hour or two, and that's about it. That's about all the sleep I can get. Green noise? That's 2 weeks you've been sleeping every other night? Oh my god. That's no bueno. Very, very not good. Alright, get all this out of here. I just gotta clean this up, and I think I may be able to pull this out of here? No, because I gotta get this out of here. Oh, I can do it right now! I had no idea. Okay, cool. I didn't realize we were at that point already. Oh no, no, no. Nah. I love when it turns and the stuff that's on it doesn't turn with it, so it's just floating bits falling out of the sky. we go. Alright, give me all this stuff. There we go. The asswife sells the apartment for whoever? Whatever? Oh, the person that you lived at, or the place you lived before? I don't know. I'm not sure when they're gonna add more. I mean, to be fair, I didn't even know that this the submarine one. They literally were like, "Here, submarine DLC's coming out next week. Here's a key to it." And I'm like, "What? Huh? What's this even? When did they even announce this?" I'm following it on Steam. I look every day at Steam on what kind of things happen, and I have not seen anywhere that they even announced that there was a sub DLC coming out before a week that it was finally coming out. I was like, "Holy crap! This is cool. I dig it." I mean, they may have announced it and I just didn't see it, but it was just like, what? Huh? Yeah, these giant ships are definitely like the most insane jobs out of everything. The subs, I was actually surprised on how quick we went on those. Like the Ohio, I thought the Ohio was gonna take me forever. It was 2 streams. That was it. And they weren't even like super long streams. So like in comparison to like this thing, like this is 2 streams so far and we've gotten maybe the front of the ship torn off. I mean, I've done a little bit of work on the back, but the whole top is also technically taken down too. I would say living quarters is by far the biggest thing on these giant ships. Once you get past living quarters, everything else is significantly faster. And the living quarters is what we did today. And so like most of the stuff, I'd say the biggest stuff is probably gone now. But there could still be a lot of little like intricate things as we go back in the ship. I don't expect a ton of that, but it is possible. Oh, I see why you... Okay, yeah, that would be pretty infuriating. I know when I had one buddy, when I worked at Joanne Fabrics, they rented a house, and the person was like, 1 month just suddenly like, "You got to get out of here. We got to move back in," and then they literally sold the house the next week, like after they moved out, and it was just like, what? And it was like that situation was super screwed because it was like they were renting from somebody in the plans of buying the house, like if the house ever went up on sale. And then they just straight up sold the house to somebody else after they'd been living there for years and had this like verbal agreement. And that was the whole problem, is why you never just do a verbal agreement. You get that type of stuff written in paper. That stuff needs to be written down 100%. One of the many times throughout my life I've heard situations where that's arose, and it's like, yeah, I definitely want to write that stuff down. Aircraft carrier, though? Yeah, it would be cool if it was an aircraft carrier. It'd still be a ship, yeah. Now, if it was like... See, what we need is we need Hard Space Shipbreaker to come out with, like... You know, do a thing with Star Wars, or do a thing with, you know, like Star Trek or something, and come out with some of those. How cool would it be to tear down in Hard Space Shipbreaker like something from Star Trek? I think that would be awesome. That would be so cool. Just tear down the USS Enterprise. Your agreement was written in stone. Oof. The U.S. Marine aircraft carrier. Yeah, see, I think that's the thing is if they come out with something else, I would like to see yachts, cruise ships, or I mean an aircraft carrier. I'm not gonna lie, that would be so much. It would be so big. It would put these things to shame, I think. Okay, so what all am I missing? Like everything should be removed, yeah. Assuming I can't pull this thing out of here because I'm standing on it right now. Yep, there we go. All right, giant ship gone. Grab the last that I can real quick off here. Chuck that down there for now. Now, you're telling me to get off the craneable element, but I didn't realize there was stuff right here. All right, whee! Yeah, I like. Oh my god, like I'm thinking like how big that actually is, and I don't know. I guess taking apart the Enterprise would be kind of that would be kind of nuts because that is not a small ship. Like the Voyager would make more sense because that would be more. I feel like that would be more potentially doable. Would kill your frames, yeah. Ooh. What time is it right now? Yeah, you know what? I should probably get it here for now. We pulled off the entire back end. Like, look at this. We actually did that was a really huge chunk. That was a lot. The whole top section being done, this whole back section being done. A good chunk of this is going to be hollow on the inside. That's not going to be bad. It's over for the last 4 streams. Made from exploding and detonate now. Take apart DS9. Oh my god, that would be that would even put taking apart the freaking Enterprise to shame. Jesus. That's the station that houses like that you can park those ships at. Good god. Okay, that was outside. I just heard scream and it sounded like my daughter for a sec, but no, that was somebody outside. Some kid outside. Yeah, Star Trek ships are huge. Like, it's like, what, I think the Enterprise or something, just the disc alone. I remember seeing, like, a model of that when I was little, and I never really cared about Star Trek until, like, last year. Like, I literally had 0 cares about Star Trek growing up. Like, none whatsoever. But, yeah, now that I've watched, like, all of them over the past year, except for just the original Star Trek, because I just cannot handle the sounds in that. Worst noises ever. Ugh. Sounds are so bad. Alright, but yeah, I'm gonna have to end it here for now. I'm gonna stream tomorrow. It's tomorrow's normal stream day, right? Tomorrow's Wednesday? Yeah, today's Tuesday. So tomorrow's normal stream day. So I'll be streaming tomorrow. And we will work on more of the big chunk. We take care of more of this. Part of the Death Star. Yeah. 2 people at once. Galaxy class is more than 700 meters long. Oh god, yeah, that would be insane. Like, I just want Hard Space Shipbreaker to do more. I really like the game, and I would love to see more for that one. But yeah, thank you all for joining the stream today. I will see you in the next one. I'm gonna end it here for now. Bye-bye for now. Oh, and super appreciation to everybody's support today. Very much so. I just want to say that again. I very, very much appreciate it. And yeah, thank you for watching. Bye-bye for now.